Alright guys, we have to talk, you and me, about comics. Let's get started now. Hey ladies and gents, it's your pal Rob here. Alright, check it out. We're gonna go over some books here that I talked about in the last few weeks, or some maybe the last few months, that I thought were good specs. I still think they are, but let me show you what I got here. And let's start with the first book here, Batman 619. Now, this is the first appearance of Hush, Thomas Elliot. Now, Batman 609 is the first appearance of Thomas Elliot, but this is the first appearance of him as Hush in story. So this book could be had for, believe it or not, like $5, $10. And the rumor on the Batman movie coming out in the near future is supposed to be the Riddler. However, the character looks similar to Hush, so this book is still cheap, it's still gettable. I suggest you also get issue 609. So 609 and 619 are the ones you want to get. They're still relatively cheap. And my next book here gets no love at all. It's Hawkeye versus Deadpool 0. And for those who don't know, this is the first cameo of Lady Thor and Gwenpool, aka Ghost Spider. Now, this book, some people say it's a cosplay scene. There's two characters walking down the street dressed as Lady Thor and Spider-Gwen. However, this book came out a few weeks before they had their first appearance, so I think that's kind of a, it's not a coincidence. This is their first cameo appearance. It's not worth a ton of money, it does have some value, and there is a variant also, I believe a Texas Comic-Con or something variant, so if you see that cover, get it. Anyway, this is Hawkeye versus Deadpool 0, the first cameo appearance of Spider-Gwen and Lady Thor. Alright, this next comic here is Astonishing XMen 51, and this is the first, I guess, gay marriage in Marvel Comics. Is it a spec book? No. However, it is the first appearance of a gay marriage on cover. Is it worth picking up? It's up to you. I thought it was something that was kind of historic. That's why I got it. Astonishing XMen 51. Alright, next book here is Hellboy III, third printing. Now the first two printings have a red-orange cover. This printing has a gray-purple cover, which actually looks kind of cool, I think. Anyway, this is the first full appearance of Punchline. And as you know, later printings tend to have a lower print number. And as we also have heard from the creator of Punchline, James Tynion, that Punchline's here to stay. She's going to evolve into a really cool character. And it's a good idea, I think, to have a couple copies of her first appearance and also in later prints. This book could be had for, I think, $5, $10. And I think high grades probably go for a little more, $15, $20. So if you see this book for cover or less, it's probably worth picking up. Hellboy III. Alright, this next comic is Exiles issue number 1. And this is the first cover appearance of Valkyrie, the new Valkyrie right here. And she's not in story, it's only a cover appearance. I believe her first full appearance in story is issue 2. And it's also the first appearance of Old Lady Kamala Khan. Anyway, this book could be had for, usually you can get it for $1 or less than $5. And I think it's probably worth picking up because it's the first issue and it has, well, two first appearances of characters that are kind of popular right now. Kamala Khan as an older lady and Valkyrie on cover. And then we have Far Sector issue number 1. This is the first appearance of Sojourner Mullion. However, I think she goes by the name Jo Mullion. So anyway, There's rumor that she might be in the Green Lantern series, so this is probably a good spec among the other Green Lantern books that are popular right now. That said, this book could be had still for cover, and I wish I had picked up the second printing, which I saw sitting on the rack for a long time. Second printing is obviously a lot harder to find, lower print number, worth a lot more money. So if you see the cover with the red background, get it. Even over the first printing, get both of them actually, but the second printing goes for a few dollars more than the first printing, so get one or both. So anyway, Far Sector issue number 1. All right, this next book here is Fantastic Four Annual 27. I had to write this down. This is the first partial team appearance of the TVA, or the Time Variance Authority. We have Mr. Tesseract, Mr. Alternity, Justice Might, Justice Truth, Justice Liberty. And as you guys may not have heard, they're gonna be in the Loki series and possibly other series in the MCU. So this book could be had once again for not very much. I found it for $1, but generally you can find it for $5 or less. Anyway, this I think is a really good spec. We are going to see the TVA throughout Marvel with all the time travel and things like that. So you see this book, Fantastic Four Annual 27. I think it's worth a pickup. That leads this book right here, Fantastic Four issue 353. And this book is on the top hot list right now. This is the first appearance of Mr. Mobius. Mr. Mobius is the manager or the leader of the TVA. If you saw the trailer for the Loki series, the character taking Loki down in the elevator thought to possibly be Mr. Mobius. So this book is gone up in value. I got it for 50 cents, but I believe now it's running between $15 and $35. So if you see this book for cover or less, or $5 or less, heck, even 10 or less, I'd probably buy it right now because this is the first appearance of the leader of the TVA, Mr. Mobius. Fantastic Four 353. Get it while it's still relatively cheap. It's my prediction. Hey, if you got any value out of this video, please leave a like. If you're new, gotta subscribe. It helps. Any questions about the video, the comics, or anything else, or if I screwed up, let me know in the comment section below. And also make sure you get the notification bell turned on because I upload fairly frequently. And that's it for now. I'll see you really soon.